Either I throw the guild under the bus, or I get on the bad side of a terrifying merc captain. Oh my god. Get it together, Yehoda. Focus on...
Let's try not to get too worked up.
Don't worry. We'll get to the bottom of this.
What happened?
You're here. Please.
A theft?
You're asking me. The guild has people keeping watch over the storage.
Beto? Wait,
The guild asked us to keep our goods stored on the designated shelves. I had a few, but when I came to check on things
and each ballista is...
Well, all the prototypes have a failsafe designed to prevent unauthorized use, so
The guild will make sure of that. Do we have to tell her?
Honesty is the best
I know, it's just...
Miss Yehoda...
What are you three doing here?
there's something you want to tell me, isn't there?
Well, Neb's been obsessed with the bullet. It seemed like he was interested in... Ever since this morning, we haven't been able to...
And?
I don't think Uncle
Ashvapati works for the guild. Wait, so now it's an inside job? Oh, jeez. The guild isn't...
He made those toys the kids were selling, right? They don't look like much. If he's a tech guy, those failsafes I mentioned might not have our...
So, that's just what... Uh-oh.
Could be. I mean, let's put it this way. Why don't you take these kids to the curatorium and see what you can learn?
Got it!
Hold up. We can't...
No, of course not!
You want to look out for these kids, don't you?
I promised I would.
Good, because I'm looking out for them too. That's why I want to find their uncle as soon as possible. No matter what he did or...
I guess we're on the same page then.
Take these kids to the curatorium.
Will do!
Maybe I wasn't meant for this world.
Well, this complicates things. Here I was hoping the trouble would start and end with you two. But no matter. This will all make...
I wouldn't be so flippant. I'm starting to wonder if all those agents we captured...
It's all still up in the air right now.
Uncle Ashvapati isn't our real uncle, but he is our guard. He told us we all came from the same band of eremites in the desert. But we've been traveling from place to place with him for as long as I can remember.
Their eyes.
What about them?
I'm just reminded. About a decade ago, there was a band of eremites who, seemingly out of nowhere, gained technological capabilities far surpassing. Leveraging that advantage, they built a number of highly advanced weapons and sold them to the conflicts in the desert became even bloodier as a result. While the other groups were tearing each other to shreds, these newly minted... But before long, their own weapons were turned against them. And as the flames of conflict engulfed none of the weapons survived.
That's terrible.
In the desert, it's kill or be killed. If this happened in Fontaine or Liyue, I'm sure, from what they've told us,
Which means their guardian is likely one of the few...
Sounds like it.
No! Uncle Ashfap, no matter what happened back then, sure, he's good at building things, but all he does...
I'm sorry.
So? What's her name?
From our interrogations, we've learned that in 2 days, the person behind all this has a meeting planned to... But if Ashvapati is part of this and the leader learns what happened...
Then let's focus our efforts on Ashvapati. If he stole the prototypes, there's bound to be a trail.
What can I do to help?
I work best in the shadows. The more people involved, the harder it is to operate. As soon as I've got a location, though, he's all yours. You let me.
That does sound like the most feasible plan. I'll be waiting for the good news.
Seizure?
Hey, don't worry too much right now. The most important...
Okay.
Looks like I'll need to enlist your services for a bit longer.
We just got word from Yelan. Looks like she managed to track down Ashvapati. Come on, let's go meet up with the others.
Took me a bit longer than I expected, but I found where he's hiding.
Let me just be sure of one thing.
Absolutely. You just need to trust us, just like we trusted you earlier. Yeah, we've got this. My crew's already locked and loaded.
I'll take you at your word.
I know you said you wanted to keep this operation small, but I chose a few promising young Spina members to help out.
Yes, we're ready to roll then.
Now that you're here, I guess we can get this show on the road.
Wait!
I'm sorry, you can't come with us. You need to stay at the expo like we agreed. It's for your own safety.
We know. It's just...
I wish I could answer that question, but it would just be
He's been gone for 2 days now, and But if that's true, then that means he must have been involved in making and selling weapons in the past too. Wouldn't that make... That's not for us to say. Take a look around the expo. There are plenty of other people making and selling weapons. Really? The same is true for your uncle. Whatever he may have done in the past. In Fontaine, we have a long... Yeah. How about this? I'll make sure that Miss Chev... Then you can ask him yourself.
Thanks, miss.
This situation is complicated and unpredictable. It's all right.
Regardless, it's a promise we have to keep. After all, when the children get their answer.
Then, let's all do our part to make sure this ends as well.
Stop right there!
Where is he?
We missed him.
Looks like he left behind plenty of evidence, though. Search the area. Let's see if we can find a lead. These records look suspiciously familiar.
Yeah. Doesn't seem very coincidental.
What is it?
Remember when I said this group's cover was ironclad? They were always careful never to leave a trail leading back to them. The one time they slipped up, it broke the case wide open.
It was a similar story on our end.
And now that same manifest shows up here, among the records left behind by...
So... he's the guy that slipped up back there?
Unless it wasn't a slip-up at all. How does the same clue get left behind at two?
No. Almost like he led us here on purpose.
Hey! There's a letter here!
Look at how it's positioned.
You think he knew we would come here?
If he did, he's a more impressive opponent than I am.
Let's keep going. We can read... Search the area. What's
Strange.
It's the display model that goes with the prototype. Guess that does make...
What's worse is that, with his technical background, I bet he managed to bypass the security.
You're saying our guy has a battle-ready ballista in his possession?
Oh,
Something isn't adding up. All the evidence suggests that he was here alone. Which begs the question.
That's a question for another time. We need to
This situation seems more complicated than we imagined.
You don't think he's working for them?
Unlikely. He lured us to Nodcry, prepared those weapons on his own, deliberately put us on his...
Well, if we want to get to the bottom of this, that would seem to be our last...
To the officers of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol and the Liyue Qixing. You certainly... I doubt my secret hiding spot will be a secret much longer. I'm just glad I no longer have to... It all started with a Kashara War researcher. He had dedicated his life to the pursuit of knowledge. But when he found himself in the desert,
Researchers like you are a dime a dozen. Smart as a whip. No, son. Just still trying to figure out why I've got such a soft spot for... You got somewhere to go?
not really.
Now you're talking like desert folk.
What would I do?
Gather food, guard our water source. Of course, if you have something you're good at.
All I know is...
Weapons?
Yeah, I love studying. I believe the essence of Kashara War research is embodied in weaponry. My lifelong goal has always been to become a So I might have borrowed a few sensitive texts without permission, but you...
The Academia could have 1,001 reasons for exiling you out here, and it still wouldn't matter to me, son.
I can help upgrade your weapon.
True, weapons are essential to life here in the desert, but when it comes to protecting the people here...
Overkill.
Our group is lucky. Our ancestors learned how to protect the oasis from... Plus, we're pretty far off the beaten path. Helps. All in all, we don't have to travel to find water. We don't have... There are plenty of ways to die in the desert, but... Behind a lot of...
I see.
I've heard you Kashara scholars are
You mean, like...
Yes, if you wouldn't mind. It'll...
All right, then. And just like that, a Kashara War scholar... It got boring from time to time. But all in all, looking back now, I wish I could have lived like that until the end of my days. But then, those despicable people... Don't rush me.
Oh, they've got a lot of nerve showing their faces back here.
Send the gem?
Well, we have a right to this oasis, too.
You hated this place. After that giant sandstorm when everyone else was trying to...
Because I knew better than to be stubborn. Stay in one place.
You abandoned this place. If we'd done the same, the oasis wouldn't even exist.
I heard they joined another band of Eremites after leaving us, but got kicked.
Chief, should we drive him off?
I'd like to see you try.
Leave them be. This oasis has... All that matters is...
At the time, I didn't think much of it. And so, normal life continued. Much unchanged. I often found myself flipping through my collection of blue... As far as I knew, no one had been able to analyze or reproduce the tech. But I was able to design a kind of lure to bait them into... Somehow, the new arrivals at the oasis must have caught wind of...
Hope you don't mind me asking, but is...
I do mind, actually.
Rumor is, you used to be a researcher.
What do you want?
I want to team up. The rules and red tape that got you kicked out of the Academia? They don't exist in the... But what if you had a...
What are you
Me and my men can get you what you... We've always had a good eye for business. Just never the right...
You want to sell it?
It's a win-win. You provide the goods, and...
I don't know.
I understand what you're worth. These people don't think bigger than this place. They don't get involved in conflict.
You've made a bad name for yourself.
Well, it's your choice. So I'll ask you again. Do you want to finally develop the weapons you've been dreaming of and realize your
How I wish I'd made the right choice back then.
Yeah, we increased our price.
So, it really is money.
Cash is king. That's just...
Fine.
I'm done. I want...
What are you talking about? We're making...
I know what the weapons have been used for, and I refuse to be an accomplice.
An accomplice? Listen, that's got nothing to do with us.
Can't you sell more than just weapons?
If you want to make the big Mora, you gotta push what sells. That's just how it is.
And that right there...
Fine. I've made more than enough to leave this dump in the dust anyway.
What was that? Kaem was it. How did this happen?
You won't find a tribe in this desert without enemies. People have tried to steal water from this oasis in the past.
You sold weapons to his enemies.
It was the perfect excuse to drive up the price, that's why.
It was only later that I found out. This wasn't the first time. I didn't chase after them or try to... But once the weapons I designed were turned against us, in the end, despite... And now, you know the full account of my crimes. I've been raising them ever since, while attempting to hunt down. This confession is for the kids to read, too. I know I'm in no position to make requests, but back then...
Jeez.
He's after the same target as us.
He even lured us to not cry to...
I think I know what he's planning to do with those ballistas now.
Then we need to find him ASAP. It sounds like...
I can't just let him get rid of our target, either. This crime ring run... Oh?
You got something?
He knew we'd be out of the picture investigating this place. I think he decided to...
Oh, snap.
The meeting will be happening any time now.
Ashvapati.
It's been a while, Senate.
How did you find this place?
All these years. And the signal you use for the meetup.
Useless bunch of idiots.
Oh, I think that might take a while.
No. There's no way the cops could have...
Unless, of course, someone deliberately left a trail of clues, leading them... If they hadn't taken your agents out of the...
So now what?
No. The authorities can...
Is that Fatui tech? Looks like you're... Listen, I know you're mad that I've been racking up Mora without you all the...
After everything that happened...
Because what's the alternative? After Kaem was that took you in, you really... What you should have learned is that banking on loyalty and belonging is a loop. In the desert, my people live by one rule and one rule alone. Just look at me. When there's Mora to be earned in the desert, I'm a desert folk. When
You think everyone is as much of a
lowlife? There's nothing Mora can't. You're talking to a renowned Fontanian philanthropist who lives in the Vasari Passage and spends...
Are you...
Clearly there's no reasoning with you, fine. But if you want me dead so bad, why'd you come...
Don't you worry. I brought plenty of fire.
crazy? If that...
Yes, that's the plan. It's hard.
He's lost his mind. Get him! Start breaking his bones until he removes this...
Hold it right there, all of you! Otherwise...
The Maison Gardiennage.
You got here sooner than I
Hey! What's that in the sky? Looks like bad news!
Ashvapati, you have my word that these people will face the judgment of the Fontaine courts.
Fontanian justice is too merciful.
Stubborn fool.
I don't deserve them.
What is it you feel you need to atone?
You're from Liyue, right? Your ancestors were the... Surely. It's choices like that which make Liyue what it is today. But me? I chose to use my research.
Sounds like you don't know as much as you think about fireworks. They might be harmless fun in this day.
What?
That's right. Fireworks and firecrackers were originally developed for use as weapons. Over time, evil spirits learned to fear the sight of flames. The peace we enjoy today isn't because the weapons are what secured us the peace in the first place. Only then did we have it's people, not weapons, that commit acts of evil. And when people are as bent on destruction as the evil forces and beasts faced by our
Time is running out. Please.
Relax. Now that we have these guys in custody, I think we can...
I knew they were looking for trouble, but they messed with the wrong manager.
Captain, we're in position!
Prepare to intersect! On my signal! Fire!
But how?
Fireworks show? Oh.
Recording mode on.
Has this always been part of the show?
No funny business.
I never imagined the Guizhong ballista could be used for some...
If you'll agree to come with us and answer some...
Of course. You'll have my full
Honestly, me neither. I'm sure. As for these arms dealers, though, I know. There's no sentence the court can give them that will satisfy you, considering the alternative was them dying in obscurity to a revenge killing with no one left behind.
What do you think they did with Ashvapati and the... Great!
Now that we are on the other side of this incident, I suggest we put any...
Understood. Well, there's been no serious harm to me or any of my compatriots.
I appreciate your flexibility. I'll need all of them in my custody to proceed with the case files. As for you... Given your association with the Voynich Guild, I suspect the boss of...
Then what do you propose, Miss Chevreuse?
While pursuing one of the suspects in this case, it was unfortunately necessary for me to destroy...
Is that an official confession?
What I'm suggesting is that I don't file charges against Ashvapati. He stays here.
Deal.
Huh. That went surprisingly...
Uncle Ashvapati! We...
They told us the whole story. Everything you've done. Even so...
But,
If you'd been less trusting of the promises these men made to you back then, and left some the way I see it, your crime wasn't the weapons research itself. It was...
yeah.
Well then, what are you waiting for? The chance to atone for real is staring you right in the face.
Children.
Traveler, Yelan. On behalf of the Fontaine authorities, it has been a pleasure working with you both.
I have plenty of other business to attend.
Looks like you're a free man.
I guess, but... even if they won't arrest me...
After you joined us, it didn't take me long to find out that you'd lied about... I actually consider the desert my home, too. So I was interested to learn. Thanks to the Traveler, I now know the full story. And my, what a story it is.
Are you
I mean, obviously I can't let you stay in the guild. I'd recommend that you take these...
Why?
The desert has been plagued by seemingly endless conflict since, as the Sumeru of today is a different world than what it once was. With lesser...
I'm flattered, really. Sure. We could put up a few tents and...
Where there's Mora, there's always a way. Hello, my...
So Mora is the answer, huh?
Don't take her so literally. She's just doing her sales pitch.
Sure can.
Huh?
Ta-da! I present to you one magical gemstone created by none other than the renowned mage Alice herself. Simply plant it in the ground, and a spring will instantly start growing. Before long, you'll have yourself...
What the...
Huh. Looks genuine to me.
Goodness. They always say you can find everything at the Not Cry Trade Expo.
Actually, this could be your lucky day. The mage who tasked me with selling this insisted on setting the Needless to say, I could have found far more lucrative options. But alas...
Whatever keeps the kids happy?
Good question. I got it! How about I charge you whatever you three kids earned at the expo? I think that would keep the kids a very...
Deal!
Hooray! Well, this was a strange turn of events.
I think it's safe to say that this was one of the...